Welcome back to the channel. It is reactions, rants, and rabbit holes, and yes, it's a light reaction day. So light there's none. Yeah, no, that's true. True. I'm actually getting ready to go back to work. I'm on my weekend work shift. And to be honest, I was looking, and yesterday was a pretty good day at the office. With the new artists putting out new content, it worked out pretty well. And I thought what we'd do is just address some comments. And so I don't know how this will all work. I'm still trying to get this formula down correct. But just starting from 20 minutes ago, I'm just jumping in head first. And forgive me, any place where I butcher a name, I don't mean to. Vum Sang? All the comments, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm great, but I'm definitely going to be a real reactor. I've talked to my honey, Ange, and I watch what I do now and then. Yesterday, because I kind of stirred the hornet's nest and poked the bear on purpose. I looked at everything I did to make sure I wasn't too over the top, but felt I was defending our channel's position against haters. People get very upset, but I'm not very discouraged by that. So we're just going to keep it going. But I added the new artist to my filing cabinet. That's my my list of who I subscribe to or my liked stuff I've got waiting to go. Here, this is my whole list right now. It's pretty short. The warehouse got burned down. It was unfortunate. That's a metaphor, not reality. Now it's a little warehouse, little filing cabinet. Excuse me. Okay. Wow. Starting out weird. I appreciate it. I really do. And I like that the reactions appeal to people all over the place, and that maybe I'm not just crazy. And that trying to connect with the people out there and be honest, even if it's not always helpful to the channel. I think that translates to a lot of people. There's a whole lot of people out there doing the same thing and looking for the same thing. I don't know what I'm looking for yet, but it's not the same thing. These moments are probably more important than a lot of the other stuff. I just appreciate connecting with people out there, and maybe I don't know. To quote Mike Henry on Upchurch's Texas, I have no idea. But we're just we're keeping it going, and we'll keep the bus a rolling, and I'll be right back with more. All right, let's keep going here. After Mike from a few days ago, Tony D there likes some Striper. Me too. Thank you. I like a lot of their stuff. I think it's excellent, and I appreciate you. There. It's a canned response. It gave me that, but thanks for listening. Dr. Feelgood from Germany, I think. Lip has got some. It's fun. It was fun. The whole day yesterday was fun, actually, because I think there was some valid points back and forth, and had a good day. I really. Okay. Akala. I think that's right. Definitely going back to him. So, Mr. Smith, I got you. Sometimes I don't know how long or when, because there's actually a ton of artists. If I actually kept my word on everything I said I'd do, I'd be, making videos 24/7 for a week. So I definitely am not leaving artists behind, but sometimes I have to work with what I've got going. I've got a few albums I got to finish off and so on and so forth, but definitely going to stick around. The Awake and Bake playlist is designed for artists like that. Um, oh, Chester, I think. I'm not sure. Thank you. It took well, it's you know, it's memories of the room I grew up in brought to my you know, post midlife crisis life, and now I just accept pretty much who I am. I mean, if you need a quick profile, not not a bad way to get it. Or every other video, because I pretty much spill my guts out all the time. Kim, I'm actually not going to heart this. I want to leave it in my comments so I can get it. I definitely got you a. You've waited a long time, and you're very patient. So, and constantly asking. So, you know what I mean? I don't mean that negative. I mean, always got requests. We'll see if I can squeeze one in there. Just like I got to get back to some Hammerfall Crusader, just in case I don't see you right here in the comments during this one. I know you're out there. We got that coming. Let's translate one. Nicholas, I like your opinion on. Oh, thank you. They like your opinion on wanting. It's there's there's a really negative side to this whole experience, and that's trying to deal with haters. Gert, DeLang, where have I been? And I dealt with haters, and the Nightwish got me a copyright strike. So I got feisty and said, yeah, screw that. I don't want to do it no more. Yeah, no, I was pouty and petty. But now I've come a long ways. And now I can roll with the punches, and I definitely can handle the heat. And it turns out I'm pretty sure I've had the same thing the whole time. Anybody getting too worked up about it doesn't understand that this is might not be the illusion they think it is. I might just be this goofball I say I am. Coffee. I am gearing up before work right now. There's trying to lead me to some information. Let me do some reading and I'll be right back. Sam. Thank you. I mean that. I'm not giving up anything. That's why I made sure I did the Dimash, but I called it the way it is. Hell, just that I thought it was a hologram. Someone had to. It was a big screen. It was big that. But if you put together all the crazy robot talk I was doing and all that, you realize. I hope people realize that technically the entire thing is tied together. And I'm sure it's why sometimes I push people's buttons or sometimes the reactions seem, really different. I'm always asking my honey, I'm like, really? If we watch a video, we watch one of my reactions, and I'm like, tell me what you think about this. The person that stumbles across this half drunk at 4 a.m, what do you think they're thinking? And we just have to shake our heads because hopping in the middle of this ride is interesting. It's definitely, I don't think it's the same as everybody else's reactions. Now, to my own detriment sometimes. That all being said, I'm not going nowhere. And I'm going to just keep being myself. That's the struggle is always with, should I just sell out? And I'm pretty sure I get the game now. I could probably figure out how to make an income and everything and then just tell people what they want to hear. But boy, wouldn't that erase almost everything I said up to this point? And then if I'm actually fighting against personal hypocrisy, wouldn't I just erase all that? And I think so. I don't, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep being myself. And thank you so much for actually noticing and commenting. I appreciate you and the time you took to let me know. Thanks. Hi, everybody. Now, I know it's a pause and it's a few minutes for me, and I just hopped back from, being all happy in the comments, and we're still happy, but we have to go with some brutal honesty. Stefan? I'm crap with names, but I'm pretty sure you and I have a kindred spirit across many, many miles. I didn't miss it. It didn't fall through the cracks. I wasn't sure I could address it yet because I got all my anniversaries too, and I'm so sorry. I got my little guy right here. He's still doing okay. No more kitties, right? And I'm so sorry for your loss, and I mean that. The fact that you stumbled across my video a year ago, and that's one of the reasons we connected, is a big deal. So I didn't mean to forget you. I kind of was waiting for a better comment video, and let's see. Hold on. Let me let you know it's around the 10-minute mark where I'm on this. All right, now I'm not. I let you know about the 10-minute mark. I think here to find it. So hopefully you don't, or sit through the whole thing. I would love that, but I don't know. My commenting sucks, and I don't. I remember how much losing Watson and Pablo and all my kitties meant to me, and I acknowledge how much our furry friends add to our lives. I have nothing but respect, and I'm going to jump off onto a crazy subject for a second. This trend I'm hearing about trying to remove pet ownership from people, that bothers me. Our pets are important and create loves and bonds. I can't comment on the people who don't appreciate their loved ones who are furry and wonderful, but I know there's some of us that do very much, and these lives add so much to our lives, and it's just crazy to think that they're putting a trend to maybe. It's very confusing. I'm sorry I missed it. It's I've got a few subjects I'm staying away from right now because I'm trying to be not get brought down into despair. And I'm not. It's the love and the memories that we hold on to. So, I just want you to know that I appreciate you, and I have to find a couple of tracks to get you to come around because I know not everything works for you, and I respect that too. I've never expected everybody to come along for the whole ride. It's just a lot fuller story if you do. All right, let's move on. Well, I think I brought this up. Sister Lorianne Lawrence. Hello, Rollen. Hi. Is something going on that I don't know about? Maybe a punchline. Well, a lot of it has to do with the interactions of the other reactions that seep into like a Dimash reaction, and certain ideas that I might talk about in a crazy morning reaction I might reference in Dimash, and that's every now and then. It's why it kind of seems like code, and I apologize for it sometimes, but a lot of times if people can handle the whole ride and the different types of music, some days Heck, that Dimash one, I was on a kick about killer robots and AI and some interesting topics, and just for conversation. Uh, I don't think I can stop the future from showing up, but I think we should be able to discuss ramifications of, let's say, future technology on all of humanity. So, and it comes out as little weird things that show up in the reaction. So, I didn't mean to talk in code, speak in riddles, but sometimes the main ideas on my channel come out in, well, videos that have 25 hits. And it's not that I say much different stuff ever. I just, sometimes the main point to the day isn't in the big video. I kind of wear myself out before I get there and then just hint about stuff that if you backtrack, like when I talk about bus riders, there's got to be people like don't realize I'm subscribers, but I don't ask for subscribers. I don't like to think of it as some weird contract for clicks. I like to think I've made a few friends while still being kind of weird and crazy. But I hope that explains a little bit. Be back. Sophie Hardy, thank you. No, that's it. I'm just dealing with. So let's say I'm watching a video and you can't see a cord plugged into the guitar. And then I like to talk about that I can't see that because it's an observation, an actual direct observation. Well, it turns out some people don't want you to notice anything and just want you to be swept up in the moment. And from the very beginning, I've kind of tried to say that that's not what I do. And definitely in the lip reaction, I don't think I was as spicy as earlier in the day. But yeah, if someone's not interested, they have choice, so they can turn the channel, and that's kind of ultimately my point. But I like to stand my ground, be firm, and I don't want the haters to run over me, even if it's a couple, because as I grow, and I'm still trying to grow, that only grows with the channel. So, thank you. I think a hater's going to hate. And if that's what makes them happy, fine. I just want to have enough time available to let them know that I'm not the person. There's no illusion of success. You can't come and say, oh, you're doing too well, I'm jealous of you. No, you're not. This hobby is time-consuming and underpaying as a music reactor. There's nothing to be jealous of. And if my personal opinion offends you, well, we probably wouldn't be acquaintances in the real world. Why would you want me to entertain you in this illusionary world? Because I think I'm self-aware enough to know that I'm just a guy on the other side of the screen right here. I mean, I got my little dog, I got my work clothes, and this is reality. Out there, sometimes it gets weird and you forget that the fourth wall doesn't exist, and I walk into my kitchen. And as cool as all this is, none of it helps me put away a pallet of dog food. And, deal with my up all night, sleep all day, and then up all day, sleep all night, and trading off and all. I say, right? It's. I don't understand why people hate so much or have issues out there or want to. Well, Ange and I watch it with other channels, and it appears that people hate anybody who's willing to go for it. And then the more you succeed, the more they're going to hate on you. Because I guess we're supposed to just stay down there and idolize who we're told. Well, that only works for my faith, and that's personal to me. I might talk about it, but in the end, my shrine of worship looks whatever way it does. It's not for public display. It's for my personal fulfillment, right? Um, I hope. Okay, it's. I mean, a couple more, and we'll wrap this up. All right, let's wrap this up because I know I go long, and this is why I can't get. I only got 19 hours ago, and it took me 20 minutes. But Marty, uh, uh, wrapping up the end because I've seen you in my comments, and I appreciate you being around, and thank you. Sabotage is awesome, right? It's weird because I talk about the whole right. Someone was like, Sabotage is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, I know. Just, when I heard the first Trans-Siberian Orchestra, right, where I knew I was hearing like this metal song reorchestrated for a higher crowd, but more, you know, nicer crowd, Christmas feelings. But I was just like, the heart of that band still lives on in that. Go all the way back. Hall of the Mountain King changed my life. I mean, I was just, a D&D loving guy, chopping wood with my dad, listening to Hall of the Mountain King. I can't do none of that. They were amazing singers, and unfortunate that there was a couple, huh? That sucks. But thank you. Thank you. And I try, sometimes, we get some good feelings in these because I love when music inspires to a higher level of thought instead of, I love music. Don't you dare say anything wrong about my favorite music. All right. Hey, I got to go to work. And I thought, I just have some fun in the comments. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the new subscribers, anyone who come along for the ride. And I appreciate all the bus riders that I didn't get to mention. But you know who you are because you've got mentioned before. So it was nice to try hit some different spots and just let the comments do what they do. Tomorrow, there'll be something other than this. There'll be reactions again. So till then, take care and have a good day, evening, morning, whatever it may be. We'll be back tomorrow and then we'll see.